How you doing? Yeah, I know it's been a minute, and I said I wasn't going to post during this time because everyone seems to be home and they're bored and they're posting things. But I was moved to inspiration by a couple of things. The first thing was I was listening to this comedian who basically said that what we're going through was basically the millennials trying to kill off the baby boomers because they had messed up the planet and they weren't listening, which I thought was kind of funny. And then over the weekend, homeschool. D-Nice. Derek did an amazing thing. He came up with this idea that I'm going to DJ. And his DJ services is pretty pricey. So he was doing it for free. So you guys got a look and enjoying the time, somebody donating his time, his energy into making life bearable. And this is what happened. The amazing thing happened. Like over 100,000 people in that room. Like I sat in that room from where it was like 60,000 people. And then Michelle Obama chimed in, Oprah chimed in, Gail chimed in, and it just like grew and grew and grew. Mary J. Blige, everybody just like, so now you're in a celebrity lace party in your mind. Great. But we were all connected at that moment in time. And then it got me to thinking. It's like the hip hop generation has influenced the world. And these are people that came from nothing. And throughout history, the people that changed the world usually had very humble beginnings because they had nothing to lose. They put it all on the line. And it doesn't matter. That's also a reason why a lot of people, as they get older, because time gives you the ability to acquire stuff. And when you acquire stuff, you don't take chances because you don't want to lose your stuff, no matter how much stuff that you have. But in the beginning, young people can do it because they don't have anything. They don't have anything to lose. It's like, okay, so what? I'll just start all over. You have that mindset. And we kind of lose that as we get older. So it's just like taking you back to that time. And this is what I'm always telling you, no matter what your age is, you have to have that mentality. But getting back to the point of this, about the hip-hop generation changing the world. You watch the music, the clothes, the lifestyles, politicians, the fist bumps. All of those things came from the hip-hop community. And whether you're a baby boomer or a Generation X like myself, or Y or Z or millennial, you're part because you're filling in that, you're filling in where your forefathers left off. But it's important to know the history, where it comes from. No matter what you do, to understand that it's like these are people that were forgotten. They were tossed aside with no music. Whether you were DJ Hollywood in Harlem in like 73, who didn't have, the mixer wasn't even out there. How about that? And he was doing his little things and doing some rhyming and some singing over beats and records by just skipping the needle back and forth and playing with the volume. And then Kool Herc actually had a system, later on, So I'd like to liken Hollywood to the missing link, the hybrid between disco and hip hop. Because hip hop is art. Hip hop is a lifestyle. It's an attitude. It's a mood. It's organic in its nature. And that's where the change comes from. So even in this time where you feel like you're about to lose stuff again and have to start all over, don't be fearful. Because in that is the beauty of reconstruction. The phoenix rising once it's burned. Like a forest purges itself to grow again, to rise again, to become better and stronger and more influential than it was before. Think about it. Multi-billion-dollar business. The beauty of the hip-hop generation. Yes, Barack Obama, hip-hop generation. Michelle Obama, hip-hop generation. Puffy, billionaire, hip-hop generation. Dr. Dre, hip-hop generation. Grandmaster Flash. All these guys came from that. Or running around, I remember a time running around in my little Camaro, myself, Dougie Fresh, Slick Rick, DJ Barry B, and Chill Will, all in a little Camaro doing shows. And Dougie's doing his little beatbox, and it's like amazing because he loved to perform. We didn't really have a record, but we were doing shows, hip hop. That's the drive and the hunger. And then to watch Dougie, like a phoenix, rise to be like one of the mainstays in this game. Or Jay-Z coming from the projects in Marcy, influencing the world and being a part of multi-brands. Or Dr. Dre with his music and then entrepreneurial headphones and stereos in cars and being officially anointed a billionaire in this business. And there's so many. You can go on to Melly Mel in the beginning with The Message, which was an amazing record. You know, it's great. And this is the thing, when you come from nothing, usually what happens is you bring your boy along. And those boys start to influence the world in other ways. LeBron James, hip-hop generation. Don't forget that. These are the guys that's influenced. And this is the beauty of LeBron. This is why I bring him in. A lot of people don't know LeBron has produced more television shows than a lot of people that call themselves producers. You don't know how far your star can rise until you get out there and let it rise. And be true to yourself. Because the one thing, being born broke, impoverished, or coming from parts of the world, when you don't have anything to lose, you have intense focus. Hunger gives you focus like crazy. And that's what you can rely on. Because once you have that mentality, nothing's going to stop you. And where you don't have stuff, you become innovative. And you make stuff. But you have to be careful with all the noise out there. Because there's a lot of people that'll give you false information. And I got this news and they don't verify it and just pass it on. And then all of a sudden rumor becomes fact. Or you have people that are with their self-interest. They don't want you to know the truth, so they call themselves leaders, but they expand upon the truth to the point that it's like, you know, not just a lie of bending the truth, it's just an out and out exaggeration of nothing. So you have to, you know, question that. But you go back to the roots, because you look at the hip hop generation, you look at what Jay-Z has done and what, you know, by like Jay-Z or LeBron, how they brought their crew along to do certain things, or Will Smith and James Lasseter and Charlie Mack and those guys. I remember a time I was sitting with Will when he first bought his first condo. I mean, it was a great, no, it was a house, great house though. You know what I'm saying? And we were sitting around, Jazzy Jeff, myself, Charlie Mack, and this is at the beginning. This is like right after Parents Don't Understand. And we were talking, and it's like, and we're all like, yo, your mortgage is like $5,000 a month. $5,000 a month. He's like, yeah, I don't know, I'm gonna pay that shit. I bet you he hasn't worried about paying a mortgage since then. Because you know what it is? Didn't have anything to lose. Put it all on the line. And you go after that dream. When people told him he couldn't do something. And there were a lot of people. His walk wasn't easy. But he had a good crew. He had good friends that loved and he trusted around him. But Chuck D, you know, this is the beauty of the hip-hop generation. Chuck D woke up a nation of people, gave you pride, changing the world. Hip-hop generation, influencing the world. And I know some people are like, well, I don't know about what's going on now. It's like this is their version. You know, it's their version of what they see, their reality. But I tell you what, see, because a lot of people talk about, oh, well, the records just talk about money, 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 money. But look at that. Look at them go, look at them shine, because they are accumulating wealth. D-Nice influenced the world. Doing a DJ set. And guess what's happening today? Rock the Vote with D-Nice. Going live with Michelle Obama. Now, isn't that amazing? I first met this guy at 16 years old. He was the quiet little cute guy in BDP. He was the DJ. And now look at him. Look at him go. That's the hip hop generation. But I say that not to like glorify him to the point that it's like, okay, you're doing too much. It's just to say to the smallest, the meekest of you, that you can do anything. You can come from humble beginnings. You can come from having nothing to being on top of the world and to influence the world. Just be true to yourself. Be strong. Be focused. And without fear, go out there and announce to the world, I am here. And I mean something. And that doesn't just mean in music, art, culture, things like that. Politics too. Business too. You have an idea that will change the world. You have a voice that will influence somebody. And even if you're not the person that changed the world, you can be the engine that makes the car go. That other person that is more fearful. You can be that voice in his head. That confidence when they fall. You have more power than you think. So, this was a time to reflect on yourself. Think about what you want to do. Read some more. Get some information. Real information. Or just use your imagination and meditate on it. you'll see you'll change the world. You are a part of the hip-hop generation, and we're going. We're doing things. All right. Once again, I am LaViva Mallison, the hip-hop motivator, and this is Spit Talk. You have a wonderful quarantine.